champion, a purple belt world champion, a brown belt world champion, a brown belt pan champion. I'm sure I'm missing a ton of titles. And it's not just that, right? She's learning through competition. She's learning through training here. She's inspiring people in here. She's an absolute leader in the class, in this class, in the competition class, and that's huge. Not just to get better yourself, which she does, but to help other people get better, which she absolutely does. Heather.
If you had told me 10 years ago that I would be standing here, and I said I was going to cry, by the way, I would have told you were crazy because I didn't even want to do jiu-jitsu. Like 10 years ago when Shane started jiu-jitsu, I didn't even want to try jiu-jitsu. We were cyclists at the time, and we would cycle hundreds of miles a week, and that's what we loved doing together. And one day he came home and he said, I think I'm going to try jiu-jitsu for cross-training. And I was like, what? Like jiu-jitsu? How is that going to help you get better as a cyclist? And but he went off and he started jiu-jitsu, and every time he came home, he would say, you should come with me. You should train with me. You will have so much fun, and I know you, and I know you'd be really good at it, so you should come. But it didn't sound fun to me. It didn't look fun to me. It looked really scary and really intimidating. The gym that he trained at and the gym that I started at was all guys, really awesome guys, but it was all guys. And as a woman, that can be intimidating. I was 42 years old when he started, and it didn't seem like it was for me. But he was persistent, and I really appreciated that. And he did lots of things to try to get me here. Like he bought me a gi for Christmas one year. Like 2 years before I started, he bought me a gi. It sat in the closet for 2 years. And then when that didn't work, he brought me to competitions, and I got to see some of you guys compete before I even knew you. So Adriana and Kelly, I saw compete before I even met them, and before I even knew their names, and it was the most inspiring thing I'd ever seen. And I was like, they are badass. But that's not me. Like that's not what I do. I'm too scared to do that. And so I still didn't go to class. And then Shane bought mats for the house. And he was like, well, just roll with me upstairs. I think if you just did it, you would have fun. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, you're just bugging me. And so we rolled together, and that was fun. But still, I was like, this just, again, doesn't seem like my kind of thing. But I realized that the only way I was going to get him to stop bothering me is if I went to a class. And so I put on that gi that he bought me 2 years earlier and headed off to this class. He was out of town. He taught me how to tie belts over FaceTime. And I headed off to that first class. And Anthony, actually, who was standing somewhere down in this line, was the instructor. And he called me ma'am when I walked in, and I was like, oh God, I don't belong here. But he made me feel like I belonged, actually, and I had a lot of fun. And so I kept coming back. That was like the start of something really amazing. But it was a little bit of a tough road for me. I got injured really early on. I broke 2 ribs maybe 3 months into training and almost didn't go back. But again, Shane is really persistent, and he got me to go back, which I'm really grateful for. And then a couple years in, I decided I wanted to compete. Because I'd seen Kelly triangle somebody in 10 seconds, and I was like, I want to do that one day. And so that started a whole new part of my jiu-jitsu, and that's how I started working with Coley. So I didn't even go to school with him yet, but Shane hooked me up with Coley, and we started doing some privates to get ready to compete. And I'll never forget stepping onto those mats the first time I competed. It was the most terrifying thing I've ever done, and I was like, it was really scary. But Coley showed up to coach me, and a lot of you guys actually showed up to cheer me on because I had gotten to know some of you over time, which was really cool. I didn't even go to school here, and you guys were cheering me on the sidelines. Coley yelled some stuff at me. I did some of it, I didn't do some of it, and I had a ton of fun. And I've competed over 60 times since then, and the thing about competition for me is that I am not a natural competitor. I don't even think of myself as a competitive person. little more self-confident and a little more like I can do it. And that's why I do it. I don't do it for medals. I do it because it makes me better at jiu-jitsu, it makes me a better training partner, and it makes me more confident, and that's, really important to me. And so, Cody's not here today, but he's one of the most important people in my jiu-jitsu journey, and we did over 100 privates from the time I was a white belt until now, and he's helped me build the game I have today, and I owe him a lot for that, and really, really appreciate it. One more thing before I'm done. I really want to thank Laura for the environment she has built here for women. Before I came here, I literally didn't even know women did jiu-jitsu. Like, there were no women doing jiu-jitsu at my gym. They were like unicorns when I would see them out in the wild. And then when I was a blue belt and I came here, I came into the most amazing group of women that I've ever met in my entire life, and that's really all because of Laura's hard work. I mean, she built this women's team from the ground up, and we all owe her a massive debt of gratitude because it is the most incredible group of like badass, amazing women that are just great human beings, and I feel so grateful to be a part of it. So thank you. Get here today, and that's really exciting. So thank you guys. Jiu-jitsu really is a team sport, and I'm really grateful to be part of the team. So thanks.